Well guys, we got a big project ahead of us today because I have some bad news. Up here above the window we have a rotted board that I need to replace. That rot extends into this top plate. So I'm gonna have to cut out part of that top plate and piece it in. And after looking at the whole situation here, I feel like it's just gonna be best to pull out this window and reframe this whole area. It seems like overkill, but let me show you why as we work. So even though this is a newly installed window, we got to take it out. Can you believe we're taking out our new window?
Better.
Oops, sorry. Now we get to see how strong this tacky tape is, this butyl sealant that we have in here. It might not be that bad. It's coming. It's sticky, but it releases pretty easily. What a great example of why this butyl tape is better than window sealant, because if this was some kind of like silicone caulk, this would be so hard to get out.
Yeah.
It's like once you start peeling it, it starts going. There it is. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. All right, the first step is done, window is out of the way, and the tacky tape butyl sealant is removed. Now I'm gonna start breaking down all this framing. And the reason that I decided to just go ahead and reframe this window, even though it doesn't seem like it would need it, is because of the way I want to do this top plate. I'm gonna be doubling up the top plate up here. And to do that, I'm gonna have to cut the tops of all these studs off. And if I'm cutting the tops of the studs off, yes, I could keep the window in place. But when I framed this window up, I was trying to keep these old 2x3 studs in the wall, and I was working around what was already there. So what I did was I glued some 1x2s to the face of them to beef them up so the window can hook on. Since I'm cutting the tops and the bottoms are already cut from before, it almost seems pointless to leave 2x3s in the wall when I can just frame it back right with 2x4s. So I'm kind of doing an overkill job right now, just so that I can do it better, because this is my opportunity to do it right. What did you build today, Bill?
A little table.
Is it as nice as your chair?
Probably.
Now we just gotta cut free these little strips of wood. You know what? We're just looking at this. And right here, you can see we replaced these furring strips on the outside of the house to put this new siding on. And it runs from right here, straight across. The new ones end here. And then there's literally one bay, 16 inches of old wood left over to this window. And it's pretty flimsy. Since we're doing all this work, maybe we should go ahead, strip this siding off, and replace these furring strips with full ones all the way to the end. That way we don't have these little pieced in pieces. Stronger, better, more work. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these off this side, get rid of this. We'll go from there.
Alright, ears.
Not the best blade, but it works. So here is a good example of why it's just worth redoing this. You can see the 2x3. I put this 1x on here. It was working, but if I have to go through the work of fixing that top plate and cutting these down and all that, well, it's my chance to just do it right and get some 2x4s in here. It'll make the wall firmer, stronger, and just better. So basically all I'm doing is doing what I should have done to begin with. I mean, why leave this?
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah, why? Whoa.
I feel like there's something stuck to my shoe. Is there anything down there? Did I step in something?
Ew. Just so everybody knows, it's butyl tape, not.
I guess I shouldn't have just thrown it on the ground.
Well, I didn't think anybody would be stepping in it.
Get your shoe off me.
This is worse than stepping on gum. Not. So there's the top plate, and it might be hard to see exactly how bad it is, but it's pretty bad. And I didn't even cut it back as far as I would have liked. You can see the rot is still extending on the top there. It was hard for me to see up here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that back a little further. I really try to get it back so that it's out of the rot zone altogether. It won't hurt the house, but why not? That's better.
Get it.
It's more or less out of the rut zone. I've decided that this job wasn't big enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this stud out also. It's just an old 2x3. That way I can get out of the way and I can extend my new top plate over all the way to here. It's gonna be a lot stronger. Whoa! Oh, I just broke my blade. Done. Just wanted to show you guys that we got the rotted wood all taken out of there. So it's now time to start patching it back in. So I got that new piece of wood up in there, but I just realized I forgot to bring screws with me for this. I don't have any good short screws because what I wanted to do is sister another board on top of it and then tie them together to give that strength. Since I don't have those screws, I'm going to skip that for now and just jump right ahead to fixing this. And I can still get up there and screw that in next time. As long as I get this wall rebuilt down here, we'll be okay. Okay, perfect. Starting to come together. So there it is, we got it all screwed in. So the idea is that we put our patch in here and then this spans pretty far over to the existing top plate so we could tie it in and give rigidity back to the wall. And now it's like super strong. So now I can start building back in all the window framing, wall framing. I got these all cut out and ready yesterday because I saw what was coming and I knew I needed them. So, saved me some time today. All right, I just got my window header top piece in place. Now I just got to cut a new stud for right here. Now I can get these furring strips in, hopefully. I guess now I'm going to go ahead and get those screwed in, all secured, and we'll be back to put the siding on. So now we're all ready to get the metal put back on, but while this is open, we have lots of fresh air.
We're going to be cleaning up all this junk, throwing it in the bag, and then we're going to do another blowout.
Well, there it is, cleaned once again. Looking good. And now we can go ahead and get our siding reinstalled. Hold it. So we got everything lined up, screwed up, looks good. Time to get that window in. Again.
Okay.
Well, there it is. We made huge progress today. This was like a big, unexpected job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of a last minute thing. We were looking at the rot. We were looking at how I wanted to replace the top plate. I added so much strength in here, got rid of all the rot. And then it seemed like if I'm cutting these studs, I know there's gonna be some of you guys who are gonna be happy that I did that and fix that framing that I did previously. It's stronger, it's better. Looks good. I don't need to relive the whole moment, you guys just watched it, but it just needed to be done and I feel better now. We really try to do the best job we can without getting carried away and overdoing it. Because there's a limit of excess where you're just spending money and doing work with no benefit. And we try not to cross that threshold. We try to do the best we can within reason.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we could replace every single stud and every single truss and every we could build a whole new house.
Yeah.
There becomes a limit of
We're not doing that.
Yeah. But I feel good about this. And honestly, it wasn't as hard as it seemed. Tearing down walls and stuff is becoming like second nature to us. It's just like, let's tear down a wall.
Yeah.
So
it's like an everyday thing.
But hopefully that's the last time we have to do that.
Wasn't there one other spot somewhere?
There is one more rot. Let's look at it. Up here, showed you guys before, but right up here there's rot. That's where the roof was leaking during that rainstorm. There's nothing under it that needs to be replaced. I don't think the top plate is rotted. So hopefully the next job won't be as big as that one. It'll hopefully just be that top piece.
Yep.
And then we should be done with the rot. Didn't we say that before?
Yeah. Keeps going.
But I guess that's all we have for now. Big job, got it done. Cleaned again. We're still gonna have more cleaning to do after this. And I think we're then gonna be at the point where we're gonna start feeling safe about tidying up the outside. We've been getting ready for that, to do all the trim work on the house, screwing and securing all the metal, making sure it's all in place. So hopefully we'll be doing that soon after we get done with all this mess cleanup. So anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.